You don't need permission to be bold. Moxie doesn't wait. It doesn't wait for approval. Let's get something straight here from the get-go. Boldness isn't handed to you. Nobody's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, now it's your turn. Now it's your moment to speak up. Now it's your turn to show up. Now it's your turn to step forward. No. If you're waiting for permission, I promise you, you're going to be waiting forever. Because Moxie doesn't ask. Moxie decides. Today I'm talking about what it means to stop shrinking, stop doubting, and stop waiting for someone to greenlight your life. I mean, there is a trap of approval. I mean, think about it. From the time you were little, you're taught to raise your hand, to wait your turn, to be polite, and just not be too much. Well, somewhere along the way, that turns into don't speak unless you're sure. Don't act unless it's guaranteed to work. Don't shine too bright. It might make somebody uncomfortable. And let's call it what it is. That's a cage. And one you really don't have to live in. Not anymore. You don't need to be loud, but you do need to stop waiting for a round of applause to validate what you know in your bones. Moxie doesn't ask. Moxie acts. It's actions. Moxie isn't reckless. It's not about bulldozing your way through life. It's about owning your direction without waiting for permission slips. Moxie says, I don't need to be liked to be right, and I don't need agreement to take action. I know who I am, and that's enough. This shows up in real life. I mean, when you hit a post, even though you're nervous, when you walk into a room without toning yourself down. How about when you say no without a detailed explanation? Oh, it took me years to learn how to do that. Confidence says I can, while Moxie says, watch me. So I got a time when I stepped into something that I was not ready for at all. I mean, I was active in the athletic booster club as a parent in our high school. My kids were in sports, and we were building a new stadium. I was approached by the superintendent, and he asked me to become stadium director. I'm like, what? I can't. I'm not. But you know what? I did it. I wasn't prepared for that, but apparently he saw something in me that I didn't. But I went ahead and I dove in head first, and I became the stadium director for this new stadium that was being built. And it was challenging and rewarding, and I persevered. I used my Moxie muscle, and I made it work. I mean, that stadium had turf field and blue track, and we got sponsors, set up the concession stands where athletic organizations and the band boosters, they just were able to make good money. And we actually held the first ever state playoff game that the school ever had in that facility. We were able to charge for parking and just raise a bunch of money for our athletic program. So I wasn't ready at all, but I dove in and I flexed my Moxie muscle. So why do women especially need this message? Well, women, we are conditioned. We're conditioned to wait for the right time, wait to be chosen, wait to be acknowledged. But here's the truth. Boldness, it's not masculine. Taking up space, it isn't rude. And being direct, it's not abrasive. It's human to want to grow. And it's necessary to advocate for yourself. It's powerful to act like you belong in the room. Because guess what? You do. Moxie is the part of you that's just tired of dimming your light to keep the peace. Moxie wants to set it ablaze. Heads up, you don't owe anyone anything. Here's your permission slip if you're still looking for one. You don't need one. Say the thing. Start the project. Post the video. Launch the idea. End that toxic friendship. Bold doesn't mean careless. It means clear. And Moxie doesn't need approval. It needs alignment. When you know something is right for you, that is enough. In Mixer and Rise, I talk about Moxie as the second ingredient of confidence. I mean, it's the voice that keeps showing up time after time, especially when no one else believes yet. So, what's something you did without permission that changed everything? Let me know and drop it in the comments below.